Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome back to OMSI 2. Today we are up in Scotland, we're in Strathshire, and I thought what better route to take the Eclipse 2 or the Masterswitch Veiling 2 for a spin on than the Strathshire map. Now this map is of course set in the National Express era, you can tell that from the livery which is seen on the Veiling 1 behind us, the Eclipse 1, and we've got another one there. That model looks absolutely stunning, and you know what, if that is a sign of things to come, I mean I think that Masterswitch have redone, I think they've said they've redone the front end, but that looks absolutely beautiful. I didn't know up until recently that these AI buses were actually sat here. Perhaps I'd just had my AI list turned down, but yeah, I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Now we've got the two Enviro 200 MMCs behind us there. I think we've replaced one of their routes, I think that's the 49. But yeah, we're using this First Barbie livery today. This is a livery that is done by Myles, and I don't know if it's currently available for download, but if it is, I shall almost certainly pop the link in the description. Now, if you have a look inside, it's got the nice First Sprinkles maquette. It's absolutely beautiful. It really suits this interior. It's a really nicely done repaint actually. This particular one that I'm using, BD11CFA, was an ex-First Bolton, and I believe it was brand new to First Bolton, 69525. I don't know where it is now, to be honest with you, but I wouldn't imagine it's in Bolton, given that's Diamond Bus. Yeah, it's definitely not, but yeah, I don't know where in the country it is now. It'll be interesting to have a look and find out where that is. But yeah, let's. You've not come here to listen to me talking on about where these buses used to be. We've got the old Wayfarer ticket machine, because obviously this was done before the ticketer. There we go. Engines are on. We'll insert the module. There we go. I hate these things in comparison. Right, driver number 692021. Brilliant. And the pin 3922. Lovely. Bus number 69525. I said, didn't I? There we go. Duty 1. That'll do. Route 49, and we're heading away from town, so that can be, yeah, there we go, out of town. Do we get a, oh no, there we go, there are our tickets. Right, let's head towards the first stop on our agenda today. We shall pop on the display at the top. Nothing. Okay, yeah, we won't do anything of the sort then. Right, okay. I'll go to the old typing. There we go, Carmyllie via Strathton P and R. We've got the nice numbers working out correctly at the back there. That's absolutely ace. Right, maybe I was just doing something wrong there. Okay, yeah, let's get down to business. Now, one thing we need to check actually before we leave, are the windows open? Yes, they are. Right, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, one bug with this currently, and I don't know at this point if there's been a patch release, but I am recording this obviously a few days in advance. But yeah, there is a bit of a bug with this. The problem we have is that it takes absolutely forever in a day to heat up, and this does cause a problem. Now, if you shut the windows, because it normally spawns with some, if not all of the windows open, if you shut the windows, then it does heat up a lot quicker. So that's a little tip for you if you are struggling. It does affect your ratings on Bus Company Sim. It does, like the passenger comfort, the passenger satisfaction. I mean, I've only just started playing Bus Company Sim. Before, in terms of passenger satisfaction, I really couldn't give a rat's ass. But now that I am playing Bus Company Sim, I am needing to pay attention to this a little bit more because, yeah, it's making me look a fool, an absolute fool. Now we're going round, we're not stopping here because we're going round to River Street. That's the first stop on the 49. It does like, it goes through the interchange, comes round here, and then heads back through the interchange. Now I think this is the drop off only at this side, so we pick up at the other side. Although to be fair, passengers always seem to walk to this bus stop. So what we'll do is we'll stop here. There we go. If there was passengers waiting, I always pick them up. I never met them cross the road, even though you technically don't start until round the corner. Right, you want a day rover, sir? Well, you're actually going to want your change, aren't you? Unlike on Bus Simulator 21, where they just walk off. And you'd like a ticket as well, madam. £10 note for a 170 fare. Some things never change, do they? 30 there. Thank you. Right, we've got 2 minutes until departure, so we're just going to have a little soiree round to the other side. There we go. We'll just take it nice and steady today, provided the timetable allows us to do so. Look to the left. Oh, it does look good, doesn't it? I love that first group interior. I was really quite sad when they actually did away with that and they replaced it with what you'll know as like the grey leather with the pink handlebars back in 2012. All the new stuff for the Olympics was new like that. I just thought this was such a nice interior. It really, really was a nice interior. Of course, we've got the 185s. The 185s at First Transpennine Express all carried the same interior as well with the sprinkle maquette. It was just such a nice, simple interior, and it's such a shame they got rid of it now. Now they've got all these ridiculous interiors. It depends where you are. Each one has its own local. It's not for me, to be honest with you. I like a nice uniform company interior. Nice uniform fleets. They all look the same. Maybe a couple of route brandings hither and thither. I'll just pull over here, seeing as the roundabout doesn't allow for lanes to filter you out, does it? If you end up stuck in the middle lane, you're knackered. To always watch the time when I'm doing this as well, because we've got 2 computers next to each other. My other half is currently flying on X-plane, a Jet 2 plane, down to somewhere or other. But when I'm recording videos, I always insist that he gets out of the room. I'm like, get out, get out. So obviously I've got to just keep glancing over and making sure that that top of descent isn't there, otherwise I'll have to pause the recording and come back later. We have a great dynamic when it's time to record. Out! O-U-W-T, out! Of course, a Tom and Jerry reference if you're a Tom and Jerry fan, or you were as a child. I know I was. I think Strathshire really hasn't had enough love from us recently, has it? This is the problem with Strathshire is there's not really any good, lengthy routes to get your teeth into. I find that they're what I would call a fannying about route. You know, like the 25, you don't really go very far, but there's a lot of going around tiny little poxy housing estates, and you know, you don't actually accomplish much. This 49, I think, is the best route on this. You get up to the most, you get the most distance covered. It would be nice if there was, I mean, I'm not expecting anything ridiculous like Gainsborough or Hertfordshire, because I mean, they're just absolutely brilliant, but they're a little bit long, aren't they? Gainsborough Route 100. Whereas it would be nice to have something a bit more like the length of West Country, where you do actually make some progress. And I think that's why I don't show Strathshire as much love as we perhaps should. It's a great map. It's an absolutely great map, particularly if you're just wanting some nice little local runs. Can't fault it at all. Nobody at Canal Street. Okie dokie. Don't know where the canal is. You can see the river, which we picked up from earlier. That's River Street. I don't know where the canal is. These are the council chambers buildings. I can imagine that's a council building. Yeah, that's absolutely a council building every day of the week, isn't it? It's like the Halifax Library, or the old one. I think they've knocked it down now. 250, 5, 6, 7, 50. Thank you, madam. Again, Arcala is another map that I need to take a drive on in this fantastic bus. 2030, thank you. I can't believe I've not done that yet. I really can't believe I've not done that yet. Now that I've got some first liveries, I might. Well, I was actually looking at replacing all of the AI, because I said to Mr. Foley, "Oh, can I have the Green Line liveries for this bus?" Because the Green Line liveries look absolutely brilliant on this bus. They really do. And apparently they're making new ones, so I couldn't have the liveries. So I was going to throw my toys out of the pram completely, and say, right, well, I'm going to replace your whole AI list with first group buses. And I have actually got the liveries, because I didn't have the liveries at that point to do that. Whereas now, Mr. Myles has sent me this. Look at it, it's stunning, isn't it? This livery suits every single bus. Without question, I challenge you to find a bus that this livery doesn't suit. A modern day bus, I mean, hell, the Alexander Striders wore these. They were like N-Reg back from years and years and years ago. Every single modern bus. I bet the Enviro 200 MMC would look half decent in this as well. It just, particularly Wright buses, this livery just seems to fit Wright bus bodyworks really well. I know that my B10, I want to put my B10 back in this livery. Let's have a look on the old departure here, because I always go to the next stop, interchange at 11:31. Yeah, you see, it says you're late here, I always go to the next stop and end up stopped there for a time. Just skip on a minute so that we're not just sat here. That means we got some more passengers as well, that's good. This is one that I'd quite like to do on bus companies then. Oh, sorry, I didn't take the pound coin, did I, madam? 330, thank you. 250, thank you very much. Yeah, it's one that I'd like to do on bus company sim, but the problem with doing it on bus company sim is you don't actually make that much money. You know, because there's not a lot of passengers. Yorkshire Counties is a really good one to do on bus sim, because you're absolutely raking it in. Absolutely raking it in. Right, let's go. Time to depart. Yeah, I learnt that off Fully's map, the Arcala map, that you actually have to look at the departure time on here, on your little sheet now, which is still floating. That might have been fixed, because I know they're on about bringing a patch out. That should be down here. Yeah, they are on about... not that, I'm getting confused. Yes, on Fully's map, you can't just go by the red text at the top, and that's probably why on Strathshire it kept happening to me, where you get to this next stop and you'd be blocking the road. You can hear the power steering making noise there, can't you? I don't think that the timetable's not too strict on this. It's quite relaxed. I've fled a... What? How's that happened? Oh, it's just saying that I've had a crash and fled criminal matters. Oh, I've fled the crash scene. I don't recall us having a crash, do you? I've not run someone over, have I? Oh, well, it's probably in regards to something that happened on bus company sim. I keep hitting things on that. I didn't even know I was driving with the collisions on, to be honest with you. 70p, thank you, child. 330, 330, madam. That's 670 change. 5070, thank you. Oh, that's really going to bother me now. I don't know when have we had a crash? I don't know. I don't know. Right, we go left here. And then, of course, we go right straight away. Heaven forfend we went down the main road. This is why I think a lot of people in the UK don't use buses, because it could go the quick, direct way. You know, buses aren't generally... I say aren't generally, there's some bus routes out there that are. But they're not generally a particularly quick way of getting places, are they? And I think it's because they keep coming off the main roads and going round the housing estates. That woman is not getting on this bus. This is the only bus that comes down here, my love, possibly. I don't know this route too well. I don't know the map too well. Oh, she wanted this one. She just refused to walk down. Oh, well. Next one is this bus, I think. This exact bus. I don't know what the frequency is on this route. I think, is it like every hour or something? Maybe every couple of hours. Right, these guys are turning in here, so we're going to absolutely pull out. fly down here. Yeah, maybe there is a different route that goes down there as well. I think there is, to be honest with you. Yeah, don't get me wrong, Strathshire is a really, really nice little network of routes, but they are very short routes, they're very windy routes. You don't really get up to any sort of speed. A lot of the routes you have to use little buses on, the little Enviro 200 MMC, because, I mean, I think, is it the 25 that goes via the hospital and the 28? You wouldn't get this bus round some of the roads, and I like to use big buses. I don't like little buses, really. You know, so that's another reason that I've not really... That's a reason that we're not always on this route, on this map. And if we are on this map, we're generally on the Route 49, aren't we? Because it's just better in every way, shape or form. Nope. That will be us clouting the back wheel. Oh well, it's not our bus and it's not our money, so I'm sure that it doesn't matter if we clout the back wheel every now and then. There we go. Right, hello ladies, where are we off to? £1.70, yeah, lovely. Another £10 note for a 170 fare. 20.30, thank you madam. £3.30 change. No it's not. £6.70. Thank you, dear. Right, off we go. Robertson Road, Tesco's next stop. Let's just try not to clout the curb again, because I'm sure that... Ah, there we go. Straight out. I could really do with the track IR system, couldn't I? So that I don't have to keep pressing the button and we'll have smoother transitions with our head. It's a bit of a shame, but obviously the track IR system is quite a lot of money. And sadly, at this precise moment in Greenwich Mean Time, I'm not in a position to be just carelessly splashing money around left, right and centre. Don't get me wrong, it'd be wonderful to have the track IR system, but again, like I say, and you have to wear a hat, don't you? Like with the things on, and you have to put it on top of your screen from what I've seen. I just think I'd look a bit weird. Look like if you've ever seen Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, where he has a hat with all the things on it, you know, because of his teeth, because his dad was a dentist. I mean, of course, the Johnny Depp version, rather than the far superior version in my mind with Gene Wilder. Oh, I'm sorry, but we've committed. That was absolutely a yellow light. Yeah, you've committed a traffic offence, Joe. That's what you've committed. Right, we don't go down the first one, or we end up in Tesco car park. Made that mistake before. We go down this second one. Nobody getting on, nobody getting... Heck, what's happening here? Oh dear, there appears to be a problem. This never used to happen. Has there been some sort of update which has caused... You see, I think that if we have got collisions on, which I'm just going to have to go into the options quickly, collisions with other vehicles, we're going to need to turn them off, because if someone spawns there and just drives into the side of me, then we're going to be in trouble. And if someone just spawns in front of me and I run into the back of them, yeah, something's happened here. I don't know if the author of the map has done something, but this never used to happen. Yeah, there's a problem here. Dear me, you cannot position your vehicle. I know, I'm not trying to reposition my vehicle. Yeah, the traffic lights seem to be stuck on green. Alright, we're just going to have to push our way out here. Let's check both ways, make sure it's clear. Yeah, something is very much broken there. That might be another reason why I fell out with Strathshire, I can't remember. Right, we're a little bit late now after that fiasco. My last couple of OMSI videos haven't been particularly successful, have they? I mean, hell, we had the problem with the spawner on Sunday. We had, on Wednesday, I went the wrong way and ended up having to do a 3-point turn in a woman's drive. Today, that's happened. The junction's broken. I don't know why, you know, all of a sudden we've gone from lots of successful OMSI drives, and now all of a sudden I can't drive for toffee. 2030. Thank you, sir. Right, we're going into the P&R, aren't we? We don't stop there. I think that stops just the X49, which is somewhat ironic. The X stop, or the X bus is the only bus that actually stops at that stop. All the stopping buses don't. Bit weird, that, isn't it? We are literally the supermarket hopper, aren't we? Because the next stop is Aldi, and then in front we stop at Sainsbury's. We literally do all the supermarkets on this. I'm sure there must be an Asda somewhere. And these, heck, they've used a Berlin asset there. These things here are actually what I would refer to as sinister lights. They had these street lights here over the Berlin Wall, for crying out loud. They're absolutely not Scottish street lights if ever I've seen them. Sinister lights that used to overlook the Berlin Wall. Still see quite a few in East Berlin now. It's very, yeah, very, very sinister. Send chills down the spine. Look, all of these, I've never noticed this before. All of these street lights are like the Berlin Wall street lights. Flipping heck. I guess you can't complain when it's a free route, can you? And to be honest with you, if you're not particularly au fait with Berlin, you probably won't have noticed. But yeah, sinister lights, a lot of them. There we go, there's the Aldi bus stop. And into the park and ride, being careful not to hit this bus, of course. Now, where do we stop? We stop round the other side, don't we, on the 49? Let's be careful not to hit him. Oh, he's left his nose poking out a little bit there. Well, I'd imagine that we stop at the stop where people are waiting. You'd think so, wouldn't you? Hello! Good morning. Hello, sir. Oh, we're a little bit late. Right, okay, we'll carry on then. Oh, I do love this bus. I absolutely love this bus. It just fits in on... Oh, that's a bit of curb. You stop loving the bus, Joe, please. You need to focus on driving. I do. There we go. Take it nice and steady. Oh, this Mr. Man is getting on at Aldi. Should have just gotten on the way up, sir. I wouldn't have charged you any more money, I promise. Maybe he wasn't there on the way up. Maybe he's absolutely legged it. He's yelled at the woman for not scanning his shopping through quick enough. She's now in floods of tears in the back office because she's been shouted at by a bald man. And he's had to leg it across, dropping half his shopping, running across the car park. Because he didn't have any shopping in his hand there, did he? Maybe he just told her to put it all back because he ain't got enough time. Oh, I don't know. You imagine that man's been embroiled in some sort of argument, don't you? Just looking at him. Right, back out again. See, this is another thing you're driving back on yourself. I'm not a fan, in general, of routes where you kind of drive up and then back down the same route. And, you know, it's not really the sort of route I particularly enjoy driving. I do like a route where you continue going. I mean, it's like at work. I don't enjoy doing a double or a triple. You know, like if you've been somewhere once in a day, that's enough for me. We used to have it at Northern where you'd do a triple Ilkley. And you're like, no, you know, I'd rather do one Ilkley, a Skipton, a Manchester, a Sheffield, a York, you know, so that you're not doing the same thing again and again. Oh, don't tell me these lights are broken as well. No, they shouldn't be, because you can see there it's working, can't you? Come on, lights. We're late now. 1.4 minutes. I think it's us next. Oh, no, it's not. Well, it must be us next because those ones opposite went, didn't they? If not, we're going to have to run another red light because we're just getting later and later and later. Scandalous. I'm sorry, but I think these lights are broken again, so we're going to have to go. We're performing a dynamic risk assessment. Like, these lights should all work together, shouldn't they? Surely we should be going at the same time as the people opposite. Oh, well. Yeah, why is my install of this so broken? Has there been any patches or updates recently that like, would fix these problems? Oh, Mr. Mercedes is slamming on. I'm sorry, we're a little bit late, so I'm going to have to come down the outside of you here. Hey, what's happening with traffic? What are we doing? Just drive straight across and round. Yeah, it's very broken, isn't it, at the moment, this map? I can't remember what happened because it never used to be like this. Come on, go! Mr. Mercedes E-Class. I was hoping you would get out of my way. Oh, we'll just nip back in here. That's 40 down here, isn't it? Get out of my way. I'm only doing a little bit more than 40, it's fine. We don't stop at the school stop back there, by the way, just so you're aware. Oh, we've got the lights, we've got the lights. Oh, there's no lights, look. Oh yeah, there is. Filter light ran to the left, it's green. I thought it looked blue from a distance. I thought it was one of those permanent left-hand turn malarkeys, you could just go all the time. I like how this bus bobs about a lot, doesn't it? You know, it nods as it goes along, because of course they do that in real life, so it's nice that as you're going along, it's kind of rolling around all over the place. Buses do that. They're big, they're wide, they're heavy. Oh, nope, not going yet. Oh, I've used all my air. Mustn't have a very big air reserve then if I pump the brakes 3 times and all of a sudden we've got no air. Is that how they behave in real life? Surely they must have a little bit more air than that, otherwise you wouldn't be able to, well, stop a lot of the time. City centre driving would be a nightmare, wouldn't it, with losing all the air with the brakes. There we go, we'll just let him out. Come on, in your own time. There we go. Somebody else getting off here. Richardson Road. There we go. 40s Richardson Road. Thank you very much. Cheers. Goodbye. Oh, it's the chap that's had the argument in the shop. Could easily make it round there. If obviously anyone was coming the other way, we might have struggled. Oh, I think we might have hit some trees. This is a particularly pretty area of the map, isn't it? It's done well. A nice bit of terraforming, plenty of shrubs, not all the same shrubs. That's what I like. A nice bit of variety. This narrow road here. Oh, I love this bit. Nice and in the sticks, you know, out of the town centre. I love listening to the engine sounds. I used to always sit down towards the engine so you could sit there and listen to it. I know I'm an absolute saddo, but somebody's got to be. Way. Now there's no bus stop at Carmyllie Farm, but luckily nobody wanted on and nobody wanted off, so that's good. Hey, 20 mile an hour zone, that's no good. Oh well, we can stick to it, can't we? We're bang on time actually, arriving into Carmyllie. That's somebody's ear. Arriving into the stop bang on time. I absolutely love that. That is ace. Yeah, there we go. Of course, let's not forget we do have to drive up to the turning circle. Is that everybody? Yeah, that's everybody off, methinks. Yeah, lovely. Get the lights off inside, because of course we're not in service. So yeah, I don't know if that's a thing that you have to do. You probably don't have to do it, do you? But I always seem to notice when buses aren't in service, they turn the lights off inside. Saves the bulbs, doesn't it? Oh, for crying out loud. Oh no, hang on, we could struggle here. Yeah, you're in my way. I'm just going to have to go over the curb, aren't I? Mr. Masterswitch. Wait, we're off. Good job there's no passengers on. They'd all say I was driving so badly that they wish to leave my bus. I can't be having that. Here we go, the Carmyllie turning circle. Brilliant. Right, well that is where we are going to finish for today. I do hope that you have enjoyed our not particularly successful voyage on the Route 49. If you have, please do show some love and appreciation for the video by clicking the like button. It's always appreciated. And of course, if you have enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. Other than that, as I say, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you all next time. Cheerio! Goodbye for now.